What up, fam, and welcome back to the Fintress Way. I'm here with my 6-month post-op video, but before I do that, I want to make sure that you have subscribed to our channel. If you have not, please do by hitting that button below. And let's get right into the video. So let's start with some stats. Initially, when I first inquired about this surgery, I was 289 pounds, which was my highest weight at the time. And then going into surgery, on my surgery date, I was 277 pounds, which in between that 289 and 277, you go through those classes that kind of help you geared towards losing the weight and giving you all the tools and the tips and the tricks. And that's kind of where that 289 to 277 brought me. And then as of right now, I am at I'm at 197. Like, I gotta get out of the hang of saying twos is in my past. I can't believe it. Like, I'm just so shocked. Like, what? I would have never imagined being here. But yeah, so I'm 197, and then my goal weight is 185. So I am 5'7"-ish. So for my height, people would not even think that I'm actually 197 right now, which actually I kind of am confident where I'm at now as far as, you know, the weight loss is concerned. So I'm like kind of, sort of, you know, working like hard per se to lose the weight, but I'm kind of just, you know, taking it day by day. And, you know, because for the most part, I have put in so much work up until now that I don't want to look like a crackhead come next week. So I have kind of, you know, slowed down, but I'll get into all that later. So to be honest, I kind of eat the same stuff that I did, you know, in previous months. It just kind of is what works for me. So that's basically a lot of fluid, as in a lot of water. I do drink a lot of tea. I do a lot of detox tea to kind of keep my bowels moving over the months. If you've been watching and you followed my journey in the past, you've noticed that I've had some problems with constipation. So I do tend to drink a lot of water, and I continue to drink that detox tea, which is called Smooth Move. I'll put a link below just in case you want to buy that from your local store. But yeah, like, as far as my fluids are concerned, I do still keep a cup. Food wise, I will say that in the mornings I eat boiled eggs or some type of fruit to kind of just get me going, to say that I ate something, because to be honest with you, I just don't really have much of a desire to eat a lot, so I just kind of snack. It seems like snacking, but those are meals for us. So, you know, I keep cherries or watermelon or strawberries or something like that. I freeze them, put them in a Ziploc bag, and I just gnaw on them all day. Like, that's just kind of like what I do. I do eat protein. I try to incorporate that with my smoothies, and that's part of my liquid, which if I don't do my boiled eggs in the morning, I'll do my smoothie with my protein. That way I'm getting my protein at the start of the day. And then I just kind of do other little leafy stuff. I don't really do salad per se, but I do like to eat like kale raw, like raw kale. People are just like, what are you doing? You look like a cow eating green leaves. And I'm like, I do. I mean, I like to eat greens. They're full of fiber, and I'm able to kind of, you know, like I said, there again, regulate the flow of my food being passed through. What else do I eat, really? I mean, I feel like that's really all that I eat. Between fruit and vegetables and protein, either protein shakes, or I'll eat a lot of chicken. I eat fish. But to be honest, there's like no real routine with that. Like, I kind of just eat it however I feel the need to eat it. Like I keep those tuna creation packets in my drawer at work, here at work. So if I want to snack on that, I call it a snack because like I said, it's just what it is. I'm full after 2, 3, 4 bites. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like my diet. I don't really, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't had a chip or two. And if I do, I try to, you know, stick with the more healthier ones. I've been going through this whole this whole extremist type lifestyle when it comes to like processed foods. So I try to, you know, stay as natural as possible, just because I'm finding that it's better for my digestion and it also keeps the weight off. That's just how I look at it. And then also, whoever lied and said that bariatric patients all of a sudden don't have a sweet tooth, like I heard that for some reason. Like somebody was telling me that you don't crave sweets anymore, and I'm just like, how does that switch in your head turn off to say that you no longer crave sweets? Like that is so not true. But what I will say is that you don't digest them well. So I'm not gonna say, like I said, that I don't have cake or I won't have a cookie, but you're gonna suffer. That's just the bottom line. So if you do wisely, choose wisely, do it in very minimal amounts and you'll be okay. And I think there's just a balance, you know what I mean? Like you got to make sure that, you know, you're living a healthy lifestyle, but you're living as well. I just feel like it works better that way, you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to deprive myself of all these things, but I make sure that I try to be conscious that what I'm eating is what I will look like, you know. So I snap back real quick like, ooh, put that cookie down, girl. Put it down, because that is not what you want. You're gonna be in the mirror crying in the corner somewhere. Nope, don't do it, okay? Now my workout plan. For working out, I used to do like 5-6 days in the gym, 30 minutes cardio, at least 30-45 minutes on some type of weight machines. And that has, I think, had a lot to do with like kind of how my body is forming out and I'm losing the weight, or how I lost so much weight in 6 months. And I only say that because a lot of people are kind of like flabbergasted that I've lost this weight, but I feel like everybody loses the weight. I don't know. It may have something to do with like your build and how you form, and I think that going to the gym and being consistent with that helps for sure. So, you know, in the beginning, I was, like I said, I was consistent, making sure that I did 5 to 6 days a week, 5:30 in the morning, getting it in, getting it done, and going about my day. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not so much concerned about losing the weight per se, more so than toning my body. I got a lot of loose skin, and then there's just certain areas in my body that I want, you know, to look a little bit more formed. So I spend more time on lifting weights and less time on cardio. And when I say less time, I'm saying I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. Or no, I'm gonna say, yeah, 2 to 3 times a week. I go to the gym and I'll still do my 30 minutes of cardio, but I'll stick with the weights more than I did before. So, I mean, I feel like it's working. There again, like I said, this is what works for me. I would definitely suggest toning your body with weights, because we all know as bariatric patients, losing that amount of weight so fast leaves you with loose skin. So you got to make sure that, you know, you're doing all that you can. I think for me, it's fully utilizing this tool for exactly what it is. Like, I don't ever want to be one of those patients or one of those people who say that I shoulda or I coulda. And God has really blessed me and gave me this opportunity to like use this tool to its advantage. And that's just what I'm here to do, you know what I mean? So I'm seizing the moment, you know. I feel like it's my season to go ahead and get this done and do it the right way the first time, and develop those good habits, develop those good workout routines and those good eating habits. That way later on, when your stomach stretches out a little bit more, you've already, you know, been doing these things verbatim to the point where it's kind of natural at that point. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as my workout is concerned. I did want to touch a little bit on Tammy's Bonnet Chronicles. I find that has been something that has kind of been going around on the internet about what she has said with the bariatric patients. Basically, if I can find the video, I'll insert it somewhere in this video. I'm not real sure if I can or not, but basically she was just saying that she does not feel if you are a bariatric patient and someone asks you what surgery you had, or no, that ain't what she said. She basically was saying that if you are a bariatric patient and someone asks you, what did you do to lose weight? And you say, well, I ate right and I worked out. Then basically you're lying, and that you're not being completely honest about what you did. And she feels like for people who have put in the time, put in the work, the dedication to lose the weight, what they call the right way, then bariatric patients can't own that. They can't say, oh, I just ate right and I just did this and I just did that. And let me say this, I agree to a certain degree, okay? And I only say that just because I feel like with this surgery, I consider it to be a tool. And everybody has their tool. Like if you pick your tool and your tool just so happen to be protein shakes, and that's what you eat for every meal of the day, that is your tool, because that's a trick, it's a technique, it's something you use to lose the weight. So I'm sorry. He came the other way, but he distracted me. I'm sorry. That's my husband, y'all. But yeah, so I just feel like one tool versus another tool doesn't really matter. Like if you chose to take Adipex, which is an appetite suppressant, so that you can eat smaller portions, then that was your tool. You know what I mean? And I just feel like personally, it's whatever you make it. You know, I'm upfront and honest. Clearly, I'm telling y'all exactly what I did, what I'm doing. But everybody doesn't feel that way. Everybody is not brave enough to go for it and say, you know, this is what I did and this is how I did it. But I just feel like, what does it matter if we all have the same end goal? You know what I mean? If we're all aiming for the same thing, we're all trying to get skinny, we all trying to be slim in the waist, you know what I'm saying, thick everywhere else, why does it matter how we did it? And you know what, that may be what Tammy is not saying. You know, she's not necessarily saying, no, don't go have the bariatric surgery. Just be honest with what you did, because you don't know if that's what the next person might want to do, you know, and you could definitely be an inspiration to them. But yeah, that's it. I just, you know, I'm not hung up on it. I'm not like, you know, offended or anything like that. But, you know, I just thought I'd give my little tidbit on it. And if you have any, you know, opinions about what she said or what you feel, please be sure to leave those comments below. But there again, if you have not already liked and subscribed to this video, please be sure to do so. And tell a friend, okay? Invite them to the channel. We have plenty of good information, good content that we want to give out and that we have been giving out. And yeah, that's it.